What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going through the initial setup and going through some more advanced settings in terms of your setting up of Streamlabs OBS. Now, I'm going to start out this video by kind of explaining what Streamlabs OBS is, just for a quick second. So Streamlabs, without the OBS part, just Streamlabs, used to be like the app. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, that streamers would use with OBS Studio. Which is like the old broadcasting software that people would use, which people still use, because some people like to just stick with what they always used to use, like the old things. But OBS Studio, people would use Streamlabs with it in terms of like their notification center for donations, subs, followers, all things they need to know, and having like the recent followers, recent donations and whatnot, all that in one place. So now Streamlabs, they decided to come out with their own broadcasting software, and it's fantastic. It's easy to navigate, just to work through and everything, so that you don't have to have like multiple softwares running at once. Now it's just everything is in Streamlabs OBS now. It's great. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it, and I'll explain how everything works, initial setup, and just going through the settings for getting your scenes together and everything. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to streamlabs.com. That's all you need to do. And just hit right here, which is download beta. Just download that. And then once you do that, it's going to take you through some prompts. Once you download it, you're going to go to here. And it's going to take you to the Streamlabs OBS. It's pretty much the exact same thing as OBS Studio, so if you're familiar with that, it should be pretty easy in terms of navigating it. When you first launch it though, it will come up with a portion talking about some of your initial like widgets you want to put in and whatnot, like donation ticker, like alert box and everything. So select whatever you want to put. Definitely want to have like alert box and a couple other things in there, so select those, hit done, and then I believe it should ask you to like everything, or it asks you if you want to start from scratch or if you want to like integrate everything in from OBS Studio. So I integrated everything in, so that we don't have to like, it would keep your settings, scenes, and everything like that, which is great. So if you don't want to start from scratch, you can just do that, or if you want to start from scratch, you can go ahead and do that as well. So once you integrate everything in, you'll basically be to this screen, which you're kind of used to in OBS Studio, where you can add scenes, sources and everything, but all that stuff is old. So we're going to kind of be focusing more on some of the new stuff and what's different in the Streamlabs version of this OBS. So the first thing, if you go dashboard, once it comes up, so this is very similar to their old app and website that they used to use for Streamlabs. So this is just the initial dashboard that you can see things from your different streams per day, past broadcasts, your different stats. You can go through donations, subscribers. Don't have any right now. We'll just start it back up. And side note, if you would like to come check out my channel, it is twitch.tv/pattywhack813, same as my YouTube name. Come drop in, give me a follow, it'd be much appreciated. Just hang out, talk, and play some games together. But yeah, much appreciated if you want to go check it out. And I'll also leave links in the description to that and all of the other links that you guys may need to go to in terms of downloading Streamlabs. But yeah, down here, keep going down dashboard, you have your alert box, which when that comes up, you can test your different notifications, and also you can go in here, follows, you can change how it comes up for your different follows and whatnot. Subscriptions, donations, hosts, all that kind of stuff. You can set goals for yourself. This is pretty much the same thing. If you use Streamlabs in the past, all this is pretty much the exact same. Donation ticker, chat box, all that stuff's the same. So one thing that's definitely different with this compared to OBS Studio is this themes tab, which is really good to use. What this themes tab is, they just have, so that's the one thing about OBS Studio is, if you didn't have like a terms of like if you weren't a graphic designer and had like a software to do things like that, it was hard to make scenes, like cool like scenes, backgrounds and everything, like especially moving ones. You have to download stuff off the internet. It was just a hassle. And all you have to do is just go to themes, and you can look through all these different themes. You can sort it by animated ones, And then you can just do static ones, which a lot of static ones they have. The static versions are the same as animated; they're just not moving. And you can also just do it by like different games and whatnot. It's really cool. So if you go to like to this one, it's Sea of Thieves. We have a Sea of Thieves starting soon screen. Be right back. And of course, you could customize all this stuff once you add it into like you know, change this obviously to your own Twitter name and YouTube account and everything. And this is what it would look like on screen. You can just play around with all these things, move things around, edit however you like. You're just gonna hit like install overlay, and then that's just gonna pop up in your editor. So for me, mine, so this is my layout I have. This is my stream starting soon. I believe it's called something Industries. Star Industries is what it's called. I have these different scenes for playing games and whatnot. Intermission page right here. Be right back, and you can just, you know, interchange the themes together to make different scenes and whatnot. Do whatever you like. So yeah, and then you can just go here, and you can add the widgets, and it will just come in with whatever theme that you have put in already for them. So that is, oh actually, one more thing. This live page is really good. So when you go live, it'll automatically go to this page when you go live for streaming. And it'll put up a small window for your recent events, preview of your screen. This is where your mixer is for audio, and then you can switch scenes and everything here. It's really good. You can just go through all these alerts and everything. It's really cool if you have multiple monitors to put this up on one screen, so you can just see everything very easily, see your preview and everything. And yeah, it's great. And then the other thing is too, if you're streaming, one thing that's good to do is to go to this. If you just right click anywhere on this screen, it's good to hit performance mode. So if you don't have the best CPU and whatnot, your computer, PC, whatever you're using, I definitely recommend enabling that performance mode. And then on the live page, you won't have the preview, and the audio mixers won't be moving up and down, which isn't a big deal because it'll definitely help. You know, it will cut back on your CPU usage if you do that. But then you can always just disable it right back there again. Alright, so now let's go ahead and just start going through the settings. So you're going to hit the settings little tab up here. This is going to pop up. In terms of the general page, you can pretty much, I don't know, I think this is all default. It should be, you should be able to leave everything that's in there default. When you go to stream, you can't see my stream key obviously right now, but you're just going to put in, you know, your service, Twitch, whatever you happen to be using, your server, whatever one is closest to you, which happens to be Atlanta in my case, and that's all you need to do there. So now you're going to go to output. Definitely recommend doing advanced, and then audio track 1. This is all for streaming, this section, by the way. So then for your encoder, recommend using the software X264. The thing about this one is it's more CPU intensive, I guess. Either use this one or the NVENC, or however you pronounce it. The NVENC one, you only use that if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, and that uses your GPU instead of just using your CPU. So it frees up space for your CPU. So if you don't have a super strong CPU in your specs, then I would probably recommend using the NVENC, but definitely start out with the X264 at first, and then if it's not going too well, switch over to the NVIDIA one right here, and yeah, and just you'll see it'll probably change your stream quality. It won't stutter as much and whatnot, I guess is what I'm trying to say, as I just stuttered. But anyways, you want to go through here, your output resolution, recommend doing 1280 by 720 at the rescale that right here. As long as you're not partnered or anything with Twitch, there's no point in really going above the 720p. So yeah, I would do that 1280 by 720. And then rate control CBR. Bitrate, recommend starting at 2500, and then you can increase it from there. That'll pretty much give you, when you increase it more, it'll kind of give you a little bit more of a clearer picture in terms of your stream. So I had mine at 5000 right there. I think that's a good number as long as your specs can handle it and everything, but definitely start out 2500 and then increase it from there. 2500 is probably maybe the minimum you're gonna want to go, maybe 2000. but I would just increase it from there if you can. Keyframe interval, just put it at 2. And CPU usage, I recommend starting at very fast. And then if your stream can handle it and your CPU's, you have a great CPU and your CPU's not even working that hard, recommend putting it down to probably fast. Try faster, just work your way down. You can just play through all these settings. Very fast should probably be the highest you should ever put it at. If your CPU is not good, you can maybe try super fast, but I would recommend just doing very fast as the highest option. But if you have a good CPU, work your way down one at a time until you get that perfect streaming quality. But I think very fast is the best option. And then profile, you're gonna make main. Tune, you can leave none. And then in terms of this stuff, recording, you can change all this stuff around. It's pretty similar. In terms of the bitrate, you can make it a lot higher than the stream, since you're not outputting it to a service and everything. It's just staying into your internal hardware. So that's basically it for the output. Audio, this is just your audio devices, so you can change whatever you need to do there. Video, I just keep my resolution at the 1080, because that's what my computer is. That's why we rescale it in the output to 720, so it's changing it from 1080 to 720, and that's how it's putting it out. The downscale filter, bicubic is the best in my opinion. And then FPS, the default is going to be 30. I do 29.97 just because it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it just flows better and makes my stream just a little bit clearer for some reason. I don't know. Do 30. And if you think your stream is, or your CPU is being used a little bit too much or just too intense, go down to 29.97. But if you're not partnered or anything with Twitch, just stay at 30. There's no point in going higher than that. Oh, I'm going to move that back to 29.97. Hotkeys, these are just an easy way to switch throughout your different scenes. Highly recommend doing that instead of having to switch back to OBS and manually clicking the one you want. Advanced, this is very important. You're going to want to set this process priority at high. The default should be normal. If you keep it at normal, your stream quality will most likely be lagging a lot and just will not be good. So make sure this option is set to high, and if your stream is lagging, just double check this and make sure it's at high and not normal. That's very important. And then everything else, leave the same. Stream delay, you can enable one if you'd like to for some reason. In terms of, I don't know, stream snipers or something like that in the game. But that's pretty much the only reason why you would do that. And I think that should be about it. They also have this really cool thing called remote control, where you have a QR code here and you can use it on your phone. So if you scan that with your phone, you download the Streamlabs app and you can control the scenes and flip around to different scenes and mute your mic and all that stuff just using it on your phone. Pretty cool thing that they added in this. So that's through all the settings and everything you know about settings and just the cool things they added between the themes and live thing. I guess the only other thing is the fact that you can download, if you're going to be streaming, I recommend using the Streamlabs. If you need a bot in your chat, I recommend using the Streamlabs chat bot, which you can download at streamlabs.com/chatbot. I'll put that down in the description as well. But you can see the chat through here. You can change between streamer and bot. See subscribers. You can go go through a list of commands. You have timers. So your chatbot will say certain things after a certain amount of time. Quotes. It'll put out. You can do giveaways, song requests using YouTube or Spotify. There's a lot of different things you can do in here. They have a currency counter where you rack up currency just by watching the stream and whatnot. All your different users that have been through the stream, mini games, polls. It's just endless on what you can do with this thing. I highly recommend it to put in your stream to monitor your chat and just put out those commands and whatnot. It's a really good feature to have that Streamlabs has also implemented. The only downside I have with this app, and this is literally the only downside, is the fact that when you go to Mixer, I used to put my mic up at like 400, because mine at 100 seems to be a little soft sometimes. So with OBS Studio, you could increase that above 100. With this, yeah, 100 is the most you can go for some reason. So I hope they fix that in the future. But that is literally the only downside. This app is fantastic. It's brought me back into streaming. I think it makes it easy for people who don't really know what they're doing in terms of themes and layouts, and just putting that all in one place is just a great job by Streamlabs. And it's very successful. The other thing too is I feel like this runs a lot better in Studio. I feel like it uses your CPU less, and it's much easier on your PC, I find. But yeah, I think that's about it. Once again, I'll put links in the description for Chatbot, Streamlabs, and also my stream itself on Twitch, so make sure to stop by that. Hang out, drop a follow, be much appreciated. But other than that, I believe that is it. So I will see you in the next video. I will probably do maybe some more Streamlabs videos for different settings and whatnot you can do, adding music into scenes and whatnot possibly. So we'll see about that. But I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot more YouTube videos, because I'll probably be doing more streaming, and I do stream through Xbox. If you'd like to add me on Xbox, hang out, chill in the stream, play games with me on there, just let me know in the comments down below. And we'll talk, chat about it, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So I believe that is all. So welcome to Streamlabs OBS, and I hope you enjoy your experience. Peace.